Hello all. Last time I pointed out that we need a globalist party. Globalists should work for a better run, safer, and freer world. But there isn't a lot out there on how to do that. The folks working hardest for a global world right now are all in Silicon Valley. I think that's a real problem. A couple weeks back, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg issued a striking manifesto. It was one part shareholders' letter, one part corporate propaganda, and one part mission statement for building a better world. This manifesto excited some, scared some, and got more people talking about the possibility of Zuckerberg getting into politics. I'm not on the Zuck 2020 train, at all. I don't think globalism should be left to the tech utopians. To explain why, I've got to talk about globalization, how it's happened before, and how it's different this time. Because globalization in its current form is one of the biggest problems for the globalists. I think it makes sense to talk about the current era of globalization as kicking off in the 1990s after the Cold War. The roots were laid down as early as 1945, but a whole bunch of things got exponential in the 1990s. What a lot of people don't recognize is that this isn't the first time we've experienced massive globalization. It's the second. The first big wave of globalization built the modern world. Dating from the 1850s to the outbreak of World War I, it built everything we know. Everything from modern corporations to the labor movement came out of this incredible ferment. It generated some pretty horrific living conditions, but it also brought great wealth and economic activity to everyone. This is what the ports of great cities like New York and San Francisco looked like back then. There was ceaseless activity.
Here, a cargo ship arrives or departs every 30 minutes of every day or night.
And it brought great opportunities to everybody from unskilled laborers to robber barons. This is what the port of San Francisco looks like today. They've got acres of parking lots and a baseball stadium because nothing else is going on. The ports of our great cities are now given over to private marinas and miles of recreational facilities. It's all very pleasant, but the economic engine is gone. Robots do most of the work in less glamorous places like Oakland and Newark. Globalization 1 was a mass phenomenon. Globalization 2 isn't in the developed world, and I think some of these same dynamics will hit emerging markets before too long. The second era of globalization provides immense opportunities, but to a smaller segment of the population. There's a ticket you need to play the game. That ticket is getting more expensive, and 70% of Americans just don't have it. Silicon Valley and the tech utopians talk a good game, but as of 2016, they haven't taken any steps to help deal with this problem. Instead, they build whiz-bang services that funnel more and more money to fewer people and wipe out whole industries along the way. If we continue to let Silicon Valley be the only entity defining globalism, then we're going to be in terrible trouble. The nationalist backlash will grow, and the benefits of globalization will be lost. A globalist party needs to have an answer to this question. It needs to find a way to make the case to everybody else. There's definitely a role for Silicon Valley here. The answer will probably be technological. But none of the current answers do the job. I don't know what the answer is yet, but if a globalist party is going to work, we need it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And you might also want to check out my email newsletter. I've got a bunch of non-YouTube stuff coming up soon, and the email list is the best way to hear about it. Thanks.